Roof. Alright, we've got a really nice car here. Okay, but just to show you that how stuff is made to fail. Okay, so look at this chrome plating job is done on this Lincoln. This is an '04 Lincoln, so it's only been on the road 10 years. And this is ridiculous. Sorry, I about fell down trying to pull that off. But you see what's happening here is all the chrome plating is coming off. And what that's also causing to happen is on the inside of the rim is an area called the seat, and it's the where the bead of the tire pops into the seat, and that's what's supposed to make a good seal for your for your holding your air pressure. Well, being that it's doing it all over the tire, all the chrome's coming off, what we're going to have to end up doing is unmounting the tires and taking, with a file and a grinder, and cleaning up the whole rim surface areas, because the tires have been having a slow degradation of air pressure. And meaning every couple of days you got to go outside and fill up the tires, which is just a pain in the ass. In the year 2014, you think you would be able to build things that were meant to last, and yeah, they're just not. Everything. I mean, there's so many vehicles in the wrecking yard just because of sensors that have gone wrong, or just really small crashes that have destroyed the car. Whereas, I mean, back in the old days, I mean, that's why you put bumpers on the cars. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, my grandma, she backed into a car in the parking lot, and I mean, our bumpers hit, and so she put it in drive and took off, and I was kind of shocked because I was thinking, I'm like, wow, that's like hit and run. Hey, Grandma, should we tell that person that we ran into their car? And it was just as simple in her mind is that's what bumpers are for. And really, that's what we should have, vehicles designed for is, if you do accidentally bump into something, it shouldn't total your car. A small accident, a small mistake shouldn't mean that you're going to be succumb to spending thousands of dollars repairing it. I mean, I built our own vehicle, not this one, but I built another vehicle that has deflectionary paths built into the body design. So, I mean, if somebody hits us from the side, sure, it's likely to flip over my vehicle, but I would just flip it back over and, say, hey, dude, watch where you're going, because, you might hurt somebody else. Whereas if you, hit somebody else at the same speed, it would total their car and likely really, really hurt the person. And I've rolled over before in vehicles, and I'd much rather have a full race car cage around me as the construction of the vehicle. And it does several things for you. It actually creates a lighter weight vehicle with more tubular or strength in the chassis, and it provides a protection, for the occupants. And I mean, you can make things to where they still work well in a collision. I mean, your suspension is still likely to be ripped off, or a tire or something is still likely to be ripped away. But so you're talking about replacing the front left suspension if somebody hits you on that corner, versus a whole car. I mean, there's so much in the wrecking yards that is because of improper design, or design to break, that it's ridiculous. And we're concerned about consuming natural resources, but one of the premier manufacturers of vehicles here in America can't even put chrome on a rim. Kind of makes me feel like we're living in backwardsville, but oh well, that's what we've been consenting to. So until everybody stops consenting to it, I mean, there's no reason for manufacturers to develop a complete a complete electric fleet if people are still waiting in line to buy the brand new 400 horsepower gas motored vehicle. And all you gotta do is YouTube search on electric vehicles, and you can see that backyard mechanics are creating electric vehicles that are just kicking the shit out of cars that are rolling off the production line. I mean, in performance, in longevity, in structural design. So let's start putting our money where our conscience lies, and start only supporting things that are renewable and actually built to last. Because every time you have to replace a vehicle, you're indebting yourself into more, work slavery. You're doing something you don't necessarily want to do to pay for something you don't necessarily need. So let's concentrate a little bit more on what makes sense, and instead of what everyone else is doing. Because I would rather walk in a different direction by myself than with the crowd in the wrong direction. How about you?